Okay, so let me log in into my Salesforce account. Okay, so just we have opened yesterday this account object, and there are so many fields that are standard as well as custom fields. What if I want to add a new custom field? As yesterday I was discussing, like, if a company had maybe Facebook account link or maybe Twitter account, so where do I store? How to add my a new field? So steps here is, once you click on your accounts tab, so then go to fields. You can go in several ways to view fields. One is in this way, and the other way is here. Select, click setup. Suppose you are in a home page. Now I would like to see my object account fields. What to do? Go to customize and click on account object, and you can view fields. So like that, so in many ways you can view fields. Once we go to a fields page, you click new. So this is to add additional field or my custom field. So I'm going to add a new field called my page reference or maybe Twitter account, something like that. So what I did, I clicked on new button to add a new field. So probably what I do, I'm going to store a kind of a text data type. If you see, these are the data types. We discussed yesterday what is a data type. When you are creating a new field, we should decide that field, what type of data it is going to hold. So I'm going to create a new field which is holding a Twitter account. So that is a kind of a text. So that means what I should select, it is a text data type. So we'll discuss further on remaining data types. So for me now, I'm going to create a custom data type, custom column in my accounts standard object. So what I did, I selected text data type because I'm going to store a text kind of information in that column. Okay, just click on next. Okay, so maybe Twitter account. So this is my new field. Here, the difference between label and name. Label is for kind of display or readability, and the name is to identify as a unique object. So when I refer name programmatically, I will use Twitter underscore ACC. That is the name of the field. But when you see data of accounts object, this column header visible like this, Twitter space account. Okay, so let me give 25 characters, and so we'll discuss all these features further. So for now, let's create only a new field. And what I did, I just given a field name and a size of the field. So what is the max size we can give? That means what I given here is 25 characters it should take. It should not allow more than 25 characters. That is the length of the column. Simply just click on new next. My computer a little bit slow. So visible. So these are the profiles. We'll discuss about the profiles. What is it and why it is asking visible this column to all profiles. So we'll be discussing about the profiles. It is a very big concept and very important concept. So for now, I am making this column visible to all profiles. Okay, let's click on next. Okay, simply save. Here, save and new is if you would like to add additional field or a new column, you can click save new. Now I'm not going to add any new column now. I just want to click save. Right. So when you go to fields, that account, Twitter account is created here under custom fields and relationships. These are the custom fields. These are the standard fields. As I mentioned, all the custom fields names will be suffixed with __c. So this is the difference between, this is a very important point, even the certification point of view. So the __c is referenced as a custom object or custom field or custom kind of object. Okay, so that you need to remember. Well, so this is about adding a new column in existing a standard object. Okay, so that is what is customizing existing a standard objects. That means, so if you want to add additional columns, if you want to store additional information, you can create a new columns and you can just store whatever the information you would like to as per your requirement. Okay, and let us look at what are the important standard objects. So here I see campaigns, accounts, contacts, leads, and opportunities. So here in my default application, only a few tabs are visible. Okay, so before discussing about standard objects, let's see. These are the tabs. So how to make more tabs visible here? What to do? Just suppose for this application, as I mentioned, these are the default applications. Some of them I have created, right? These are the Salesforce applications. So this is my some sample application which I have created. Like that, we can create our own application. Okay. So let me select sales and I would like to add some more tabs to this application. How to add? Just simply click on plus symbol, and now I would like to add some more tabs. How to do that? These are the available tabs, and for this application only few tabs are visible. Now what to do to manage this tab? Just simply click on customize my tabs. Okay, so for this sales application, these are the selected tabs, I don't want this. I don't want this and this. Now I would like to add like cases and opportunities. Finally, I would like to add solutions. Okay, so that is enough for me. This is how I'm managing a tabs to any application. So whether you want to remove existing or you want to add additional tab. So that is how you can just customize your tabs. Okay. Next, let us look at what are the standard objects and important standard objects. Campaigns, accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities, cases, solutions. Okay, so let us discuss about these some important. Where do we use campaigns? Or where do we use leads, and what is account and what is the contacts? Okay, first of all, what is a campaign? Suppose if I am owning a company, I have manufactured a product and I would like to introduce my product into market. What will I do? I'll just simply start publicity of my product. That means publicity is nothing but a kind of a campaigning. There are several ways you can campaign. Maybe just putting ad in the newspaper, or maybe just showing ads in the TV or television, or some people like an automobile people, what they do, they will display their maybe car or bike somewhere in the big malls. They will have a kind of tent and the group of marketing team, and they will display their product. And if any inquiries come, they will explain and they will try to demo the product, and they will try to explain the features of the product. And before the going for the marketing, but first of all, they should plan, right? When do they want to do marketing, and when do they want to do a campaign? Maybe Saturday and Sunday probably, so they will plan, because most of the people are not working. So and they plan for showing the demo on a particular big complex or mall. So they have to decide who else to go along with a marketing person, and who are the persons to involve in this campaign. So this kind of various activities they plan by their project manager, the marketing manager, and they come to a conclusion. So that planning of campaigning and which locality and what time when, all these activities, marketing related campaign activities, will be stored in a campaigns. So that means when you are planning a campaign for this weekend or maybe tomorrow, whatever the day, so that activity of plan will be stored in the campaigns. So there is already a campaign, Honda Amaze on sale, or maybe something Christmas offer. This is my campaign name. What would you like to do? Webinar, a trade show, or public, whatever the type of campaigning you would want to do. So probably trade show. So when you are planning, maybe on Saturday and Sunday, that is my option. So this is my plan of activity for my campaign. So expected revenue based upon their calculation. Suppose they are planning to spend around $5,000 for this campaign. including their marketing team facilities, allowances for a transport, or bringing the stock to the place and taking the stock back. All this includes the expenditure for the campaign. And based on the expenditure, they would come to know what is my expected revenue for this campaign. So probably then they will plan for next campaign in another place, like that. So this is about the campaign information. So what they do is they will plan for a campaigning. So this is about a campaigning. So whatever you are going to market, whatever you are doing a marketing for your product, that marketing plans will be stored in this campaign. So my campaign name is Christmas sale for what? Maybe let's say something. This is my campaign. So once you have planned for campaign and your team went and campaigned the product, after that what will happen? You will get inquiries, right? So once based upon your campaign, many people come and check the product, and probably they will try for a demo and they will ask for features. So by the time what our marketing team will do, they will note down all their contact information. They will note down all the mobile numbers and email IDs and locality where they are residing and what product they are interested in and what kind of budget they are planning. So that kind of information they store. So then, so that means when you display a particular new product, so many people come for inquiry, right? Those inquiries are called leads. So when you do a campaigning, based on your campaigning, you will get an inquiry for purchasing, not purchasing. So you will get an inquiry for knowing more details. So probably they are not ready for buying a product. They are just inquiring. So that means they're trying to know more about the product. If they like, if they are interested, then they will plan for purchase. That is the next step. But they are now whoever calling to your office or whoever coming to your campaign, and they are just showing the product and they are just seeing the product and they would like to get more details. So that information, whatever the inquiry kind of information, that is called lead. So all the leads are nothing but inquiries. So when leads come, what do I do? I would like to I would like to store my lead information. Suppose this is my, maybe there are two types of leads. One is directly calling and the other guy might be calling on behalf of a company. So in that case, company is not required if an individual, and if any person is representing from a company, then we'll mention the company name. Okay, let's say this guy is calling from a company called XYZ Solutions. Okay, so what is the lead source? How did we come to know? Or maybe something else. And what is the campaign? And what campaign this inquiry we are getting? Based on the campaign of what my campaign is. Christmas sale. What is my campaign here? Christmas sale, right? Yeah. Is it active? Let me check. Yeah, it is not active. So that's why it is not visible when I am trying to enter my lead information. So that lead, that inquiry, on what basis, on what source he is calling, how did he come to know? Because of the campaign, he came to, he just walked into this place where I just marketed my product, and now he is inquiring about it. So I should make this active, then only I will be able to enter a new lead. So this is my lead information, and from what source, from what campaign he is getting to know this information. So this is my campaign. By this campaign only, he came to know about a new product. So that is why this is the source for this customer or this lead to get inquiry about this campaign. So what I do when a customer inquiring about a particular my product, so I'll just collect all his contact information, like a phone number, mail ID, source, etc. So let's say the phone number is something like email is. So this is about the lead information. So once a lead is stored, then what is my next? So initially I did a campaigning. Based upon the campaigning of my product, I'm getting inquiries about the product to know more details. So those inquiries are called leads. So they are not a customers yet. They are just inquiring about your product. Suppose this guy is interested. Once he inquired and your marketing guy explained all the information, all the details about the product. Then finally, this guy has convinced. This guy has convinced, and what is the next step? He will become our customer, right? Once he is convinced, then what is the next step? We will be ready to sell our product, or he is ready to purchase our product. Then when he is ready to purchase, when he is purchasing our product, he will become a customer, right? So what is my next step? I should convert him into as a customer. So what I do, I'll just simply click convert. Okay. So buy him new product. So immediately he will be converted as account. So immediately this guy will be converted as my customer. Once inquiry came and I have convinced that lead, finally he is ready to buy my product. So what I do, I'll convert that guy into my customer. The moment I convert him, what happens? A record will be created in accounts as well as contacts. Let's go and check the same guy whether it's record created. So this is my accounts object. So this record has been created here. This is my XYZ is account name. And for this, contact also created. So contact has been created and account also created. So that means what happens? The inquiry guy is not your customer, and once inquiry person turned into customer, account and contacts will be created. That means now he is your customer. Okay. And here two type of accounts. In accounts, if he is representing a company name, then he will be called as business account. This is very important. If any person representing a company, that account is called a business account. If he is an individual account, that is called a person account. So this is a very important question in our certification point of view as well. So that means how do I identify a person as business account or a person account? If there is account name exists in the accounts, or if there is a company name, then he is a business account. Because for a company, there may be several contact persons. Whereas for a business account, that is called business account. If he is an individual, there will not be any company and only accounts exist. So that is an important one. So that is how we can use the existing some standard objects like a campaign, accounts, contacts, or some of the opportunities. So here what is an opportunity? Is a business. So for my account, for my company, my customer XYZ, so he's planning to buy some more business, he's planning to do some more business with me. This is not only this. So that all business dealing will go under opportunities. Suppose if you want to create a new opportunity, he should be your existing customer. Okay. When I create a new opportunity, so he should be your existing customer. So what I do when I am creating opportunity, what is an opportunity? A kind of business. Maybe 100 laptops. Suppose 100 laptops are required. So that is an opportunity. So which customer is required? So this is a company. So here, whoever all my customers exist in account object will display here. So then whoever a customer asking for this 100 laptops, you will pick the customer name, and finally what happens, once this opportunity is created, this opportunity will be assigned to one of your team members to follow up with the customer and close the deal. Okay, so when are you planning to close the deal? Maybe by tomorrow. So what is the current status? It is in the prospect. Prospect means it is in a positive way. So he isn't deal yet not confirmed. So like that, so we can utilize a standard objects as per our need. Suppose for my business, these standard objects are not working properly. That means the information which I am holding, these standard objects are not suitable to enter that information. So what do? I will create my own custom object like that standard objects. As I mentioned in the standard objects also, if you need additional information, probably you can add new columns. Like in accounts, probably we have entered a new column called a Twitter account. Similarly, the information itself is completely different. Suppose my business is manufacturing, so probably what I want to have shift related information what I want to enter. So where do I enter? Do I enter in a campaign or accounts or contact, something like that? No, I cannot enter. That shift related is a completely different one. Then what do I do? I have to create a new object. I have to create my custom object, right? Then how to create your custom object? Okay, let us see. I clicked on setup. Click on create. What do you want to create? Objects. So here new custom object. So what is my object name should be shift info or shift information. So I understand what is shift information. Since it is a plural, I should enter shifts info. Okay, just simply click, just save. Right, I'm able to create new custom object called shift info. The moment I created my custom object, it has created with underscore C. So whenever you refer this in your program, you should call like this shift info underscore C. Whereas standard objects, you can just call them as an account, that's it, or maybe contact. So by the moment I create my new custom object, automatically 4 fields will be created. So this is very important. Please make a note. So this is a question. The moment create a new object, new custom object, there will be automatically 4 standard fields created by default. Those are created by last modified by owner and name of the shift. Well, so I just only created my shift object or shift information object. In my shift information, what information I am going to store? Maybe for my shift information object, what do I do? Maybe shift name, morning shift, evening shift, or night shift, or something, or first shift, second shift, like this. Then I need to define the shift start and end time. So where do I store? I need to add another column, right? So in my shift info custom object, I need to have shift name and start time, end time. Okay, start time and end time. So time, suppose first shift, for example, first shift start from maybe 7 a.m. or when it ends maybe 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. So this is one record I'm going to enter, and the second shift should start from 3 p.m. and maybe at 10 p.m. like that. The shift information I would like to enter. So what to do? So name is already created. I want to have a start time and end time. Let us see how to add. What do I do? I will go to custom fields and relationships. Click new. So here I am going to enter in the form of a text. So what should be my column name? Start time. So max length, so 10 is enough. And my, yeah, so for now make this visible to everyone. Click next. And since I'm going to add a new column, one more column, I want to click save and new. Okay, again text. Start time is done, end time. So again length of this is 10 and click next. Did I click? Okay. Okay, just visible this to everyone and select next. And now that is enough. So I just click save. Okay, well done. Now we got two additional custom fields are ready. Okay, fine. So how do I enter the data into this custom object? As I told yesterday, someone was asking what is the difference between tab and object. So to access this shift info object, you must create tab. So now I cannot access this object. I can only create this object and additional fields of this object. But how do I access? I cannot access without creating a tab. So what should I do next? Once object is created, I must create a tab as well. Again, same, create objects, after that tabs. So click on new tab, new button. So for which object you would like to create tab? Shift. Here, if you notice, only objects, those who do not have tabs, will display here. Tab style, you know the tab style means like this. Suppose if you click this accounts object, contacts, so you can see the tab style, right? So that is what is called as tab style. So let us go back and create a new tab for my custom object. New, select my object and pick some color. Done. Again, this is a profile. For all profile, this will be visible and it should be included to all the apps. Okay, so the moment I just created a tab, I am able to see this tab here. So once you click the tab, so probably you can add your data. Shift, info, name. So here first shift, start from 7 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. So like that, you can just create your own custom object. Okay, so this is how creating a custom object. See here, what about another columns, another related, only just I am able to see one column. So it is a view, nothing to do on the object side. It is just viewing information. So edit to view all all columns. So go and So add and start time, end time, and just click save. So now you are able to see all the information. This by default only the primary column will show here. Okay. So the moment whatever the suppose if I add one more shift called second shift, starts from the 3 p.m. and ends at 10 p.m. So I'll be able to see this information as well. So this is about creating a custom object and adding the information to a custom object. And tomorrow, so we'll see rest of the data types. We have only picked text related data type, and there are so many other data types called a number, auto number, and pick list like that. So we'll see about those additional new data types. So any questions for today's session, or else we'll wind up. Okay, so we'll just wind up then. Yeah, thank you. See you tomorrow then.